Hey guys, welcome. This is going to be CALLOUS Fight Night, and unfortunately, this is the first one that I'm not able to do live. Not going to make a habit of it. This is supposed to be a live thing. It just didn't work out this week. This match was played at 4 a.m. my time, and I knew that it would be. And man, I honestly, truly tried. I tried to stay up. I set an alarm. I got up briefly at 3:45, and I was just absolutely exhausted. I just couldn't do it. A lot of the time, because I stay up late, a lot of the time, 4 a.m. would actually be doable for me, but yeah, I mean, this morning it just wasn't. I've been sick for a couple of weeks, and I've been working my ass off, and I haven't been sleeping, and it just, combination of circumstances, it just didn't work out. But yeah, long story short, like I said, it's not live this one time, and I'm going to really, really try to make it live as often as possible in the future. Nevertheless, this game counts. It is for CALLOUS Fight Night. It is defending champion Hellpowna against challenger from Russia, Mr. Tim. Here is the game. So, of course, Hellpowna is Beware of Coco. He's on the top. Mr. Tim, our challenger, bottom side. Zapdos and Metagross lead. Becomes meta on meta. Becomes Bliss on meta. Advantage Hellpowna here. A lot of switching in the early going. Tim goes to a Coon. Meteor Mash 33% is a nice chunk, but there's no sand in play, so it's going to gain lefties as normal. Here comes Lax, who will absolutely have the early advantage against a Coon, especially with no sand in play. And Hydro Pump going to unluckily miss for Tim, perhaps indicating an offensive Coon, which is kind of a weird choice given a Blissey pairing. Metagross not gaining lefties here after getting hit by Earthquake. And two unlucky misses for Mr. Tim in the early going. He missed a Hydro Pump and a Meteor Mash. He Meteor Mashes again, connects with the opposing Metagross. No attack raise. Metagross from Hellpowna also not gaining lefties. And now Coon comes back in. They actually both might have Choice Band Metagross here. Attack raise comes for Coco. He's definitely been on the better end of the RNG. He switches out, however. And finally, Tim is going to actually connect with one of these attacks. There's Hydro Pump, 32%. Tyranitar comes in now. Takes Thunder, not Thunderbolt, 50%. And that doesn't have lefties either. Goes to Bliss at this point. Interesting he didn't go to Bliss to begin with, but he doesn't stay into Rock Slide, and Hellpowna's not willing to risk it either, whether it's a Thunder miss or a less favorable damage roll, and clearly that's a Choice Bander doing that amount of damage. 64% on unboosted Earthquake to Blissey. Gets out of the way at this point to a Ground Resist. That is a previously unrevealed Wheezing for Tim. That's going to either make the Metagross die or switch out. This could just be a Will-O-Wisp on the switch for free. Here comes Coon from Coco. That was also previously unrevealed. Interesting that he doesn't go for Will-O-Wisp. I think I would have, but he opts for a Fire Blast here instead. Does get a crit, and there is sand in play now, so it actually matters, but it still doesn't do a lot. Calm Mind here for Coco. Tim is going to probably have to have Roar to deal with this. Blissey, if it were healthier, would be able to handle it, but it's pretty low from that Choice Band Earthquake. And Coco extremely disciplined to get out of the way here against a Coon that probably doesn't have Roar when he has the boost advantage. Wow, +1 Hydro Pump, only 38%. Lax takes that like a champ. And Coco continues to get the better end of the RNG. He finds Paralysis here on his very first Body Slam. Body Slam here does not kill. And Tim is going to miss another Hydro Pump. He has definitely not had a good run of RNG in this game, which is unfortunate when it is a best of one, and crap like that really does matter, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Nevertheless, Tim fights on. He goes Meteor Mash here, and he gets an attack raise. That's a decent little start. Can he make something of this? There's a Meteor Mash. Fishing for a crit would have been cool, but he doesn't get it. Surf, however, well, there's a crit for Coco. Just about everything going right. I think Metagross would have survived that had it not been a critical hit. So once again, Tim is shafted by the RNG in this game. Running out of opportunities. The luck is just not cooperating. Here comes Blissey. She does get a soft boiled off, but there is rest for Coco. Things going from bad to worse for Tim. He cannot catch a break. And now he's going to be hard-pressed to kill this Coon. Maybe the T-Tower can do it. Maybe the last poke can do it. Metagross switches in. Seismic Toss. That's a fixed damage move. Always does exactly 100. So we know that Coco is going to survive that. He knows that too, which is why he makes this switch. Here comes the Tyranitar that gets instantly donked by Meteor Mash. We never got to see what it wanted to do. It never actually attacked in this game. And here is last Pokemon, Flygon. Probably going to go for Earthquake, and he's not going to like what he sees. No, he goes Hidden Power, so he does have the right idea, but he doesn't have the right application. He's going to be resisted by a previously unrevealed Salamence. Here's Metagross now. Toxic aimed at Salamence. Coco outpredicts him here. Flygon going to be faster, however. If he tries Earthquake, he'll once again be met by Resistance. Hidden Power is again met by Resistance. Not sure what Hidden Power that is. Could be fighting or something, but it's going to be blanked. He does have Rock Slide, though, which does less than it normally would because of the Salamence Intimidate. It doesn't draw a flinch here, and the sand goes away thanks to a Rain Dance. Blissey comes in at this point. That explains Thunder as opposed to Thunderbolt. Thunder always going to connect through the rain should Zapdos go for it, but he does not. There's Lax, and there is Sing from Mr. Tim with his Bliss. Connects with a 55% Hypnosis. Does knock the Lax out as far as knocking it to sleep. Not one-hit KO move. That'd be pretty broken. Here comes Flygon. And that is going to be a sleep turn killed for Coco. And he does not stay in with the possibility of Earthquake. Does he Rock Slide here? He cannot pull the trigger. It is once again the wrong prediction with the Flygon. Earthquake blanks on Salamence, and there's an Intimidate. Here comes Coon. Rock Slide does nothing. 9% after Intimidate. No big deal at all, and there's no sand. So the Coon is very bulky. This looks very grim for Mr. Tim. He got very poor RNG in this game, and it's hit a point now where it's really caught up, and I think it is going to be difficult for Coco to catch, or for Coco to lose rather, for Tim to catch up. Seismic Toss occurs here. Coon, Calm Mind, why not? Nothing to fear. Only pressure. Bliss seems to have his Seismic Toss. We've seen Sing, Soft Boil. The last move theoretically could be something wild like Thunderbolt, but I think it would have done so by now if, in fact, that were a thing. So Coon can just rest here. Blissey cannot stop it. Flygon comes in to try to pressure it in its sleep, but it's the exact same position as before. Yes, he can Earthquake, but nothing preventing Coco from just switching to an EQ immunity. That is exactly what is occurring here. Here comes Salamence, not only blanking it, but once again getting off the Intimidate. Here comes the Wheezing switch. Does that have something other than Boom that it can do? Goes Hidden Power. That's probably HP Grass, I think. That goes with Fire Blast fairly commonly. That's going to be resisted by Zapdos. Lot of switching for Coco. We end up with Coon on Bliss. Coon has not killed the Sleep Turn yet, so Blissey's staring it down. Seismic Toss, 24% there, as Coon continues to gain the lefties through the no sand, thanks to Rain Dance. Seismic Toss, 25%. I don't know why it says 24-25. It's doing exactly 100 every time. I hate that the damage thingy does that, but it just is what it is. There is Calm Mind. Calm Mind, Surf Rest. We haven't actually seen the last move for Coco. It's almost certainly just Roar, I would think. It could be Sleep Talk, but why wouldn't he have shown that by now? It could be Ice Beam. I guess it could be Substitute, but more than likely it is simply last move Roar, but he simply has not shown that or really had a great reason to show that up to this point. Once again, Flygon comes in here. And once again, he's wrong. Mr. Tim can just not get the prediction right, and Coco is dancing perfectly around the things he thinks that Mr. Tim might do. He keeps it in on Rock Slide this time instead of going to Salamence, and once again, he's right. And the last move is not Roar for Coco. The last move is Ice Beam here. It's going to connect and, more importantly, freeze on the Bliss, which is really awkward because now Tim does not have a great switch. Neither Wheezing nor Flygon wants to switch into an Ice Beam Surf +2 Coon, but he's going to try it anyway. Here comes Weezing, hoping to come in on a Combine, and he does. He sneaks it in, so he can now go back to Blissey, but it's far behind with all those boosts. Weezing not going to live +3 Surf, straight down from 100%, and Tim going to concede at this point. Coco, that is Hellpowna, is going to be the first ever CALLOUS Fight Night champion to actually defend the crown. Up to this point, every single time the challenger has been victorious, but Mr. Tim is not able to do that here. He puts up a great fight. He says GG. He's a good sport. He absolutely got unlucky in this game, no doubt about it. Missed a lot of crappy RNG early on. He got crit. He missed hydro pumps. He missed meteor mashes. A lot of things did not go his way. Maybe Hellpowna would have still won, but it would have been a lot closer had those things not occurred, and who knows what could have been. Alright, so here's what's going on, and this is actually really awkward, right? So, Coco told me that he's actually going to be away next week from Saturday to Tuesday, like out of the country kind of away, which is really awkward because like Sunday, Monday are my 2 days off every week, so there's like nowhere to move it where I could reliably narrate the game. Even if I tried to do it after work, hey man, play at, 10 p.m., that's super unreasonably late for Hellpowna, so there's just not really a good way to do it. And I also am not willing to just skip Fight Night for a week unless I absolutely have to. So this is what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to actually pull 2 names from the Challenger pool. Those guys are going to play next week. And then the winner of that will not be the champion, but the winner of that will come back the following week to fight Hellpowna. So next week it's going to be 2 separate guys. Even though Hellpowna is the champion, he will not be playing next week. It's just going to be 2 new guys. One of them will win, and then they'll come back to fight Hellpowna. That's the only fair way that I can think of to do this. So this is the first time this situation has come up. I'm going to do that. So let's go to... I guess you guys can't overly see it from here. Hopefully you see it well enough. Oh, that works out perfectly where the screen happens to be. Alright, so let me just pop in here. Where is it? Pop in here. Oh, man. All these numbers were getting big. 6, 12, 18, 24, plus 7, 31, plus 5, 36, 40, 43, 46, and then you guys can't see below that, but 49, 51, 3, 5, 7. So 57, I think, is where we are, but I'm going to just make sure, of course, so everybody has a fair shake. So starting here, 6, 12, 18, 24, plus 7, 31, plus 5, 36, plus 4, 40, 43, 46, 49, and then 22, 22. So yeah, 57 is where we are today. So we're actually going to pull 2 numbers because we need 2 guys. See what we got here. So we'll do the usual. We'll start out really high. We'll do 600 or 6,000, some absurd number. Of course, you guys can't see on the left what's being pulled, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. 1 through 57, generate. First number is 32. So let's see who that is. Let's see. 6, 12, 18, 24, 31, 36, 40. What did I say? 32? Oh, I went too far. Yeah, 32. 6, 12, 18, 24. So 32, there we go, is going to be Techless is going to be playing next week. He's going to be the first number. The Frenchie, Techless, will be playing. And he will be playing against number 55. That is going to be Eden's Embrace. Alrighty, so we have Techless against Eden next week. And then the winner of that will play against Hellpowna the following week. Those look like good matches to me. Look forward to them, and I will see you guys there.